Ilya something Petrov, born on February 11, 2002, in Russia, is a highly accomplished professional Valorant player currently competing for the Southeast Asian esports organization Paper Rex. At 23 years old, Something has risen to prominence as one of the top duelists in the Valorant Champions Tour Pacific region, known for his aggressive playstyle, clutch performances, and versatility across multiple agents. He joined the competitive Valorant scene in 2020, initially competing in smaller online tournaments with various minor teams before establishing himself in the Japanese challengers ecosystem. Something's early career was marked by steady progression in Japan's competitive scene, where he honed his skills amid fierce regional competition. From March 2021 to August 2021, he played for Insomnia, participating in qualifiers for VCT 2021 Japan Stage 3 and various challengers events. Which mouse does Something use? The primary mouse that Ilya Something Petrov uses in his professional Valorant setup is the Lamzu Maya X White. This wireless gaming mouse is designed for ambidextrous use, featuring a compact and lightweight build that weighs only 47 grams, making it ideal for fast-paced FPS games like Valorant, where quick flicks and precise tracking are essential. The mouse measures 12.4 centimeters in length, 4.0 centimeters in height, and 5.7 centimeters in width, providing a comfortable grip for various hand sizes and grip styles, such as claw or fingertip. It is equipped with the PAW3950 optical sensor, which supports a maximum DPI of 30,000 and a maximum polling rate of 8,000 Hz, ensuring ultra-responsive performance with minimal latency. The Lamzu Maya X utilizes optical switches for its buttons, offering durability and a satisfying click feel without the risk of double-clicking issues common in mechanical switches. Its wireless connectivity is powered by a reliable battery that lasts for extended gaming sessions, and it includes customizable RGB lighting, though professionals like Petrov often prioritize functionality over aesthetics. Something mouse settings. The core of Something's mouse setup begins with a DPI of 800, which measures how sensitive the mouse is to movement on a hardware level. Paired with an in-game sensitivity of 0.425, this results in an effective DPI eDPI of 340, calculated by multiplying the DPI by the sensitivity value. This eDPI is on the lower side compared to many pros, allowing for more precise aiming over longer distances while reducing the risk of overflicking in fast-paced engagements. For scoped weapons, he uses a scoped sensitivity multiplier of 1, meaning his aim down sights feels identical to his hipfire sensitivity, promoting consistency across different zoom levels. Similarly, his ADS sensitivity is set to 1, ensuring seamless transitions when using weapons like the Operator or Marshal. The polling rate is configured at 4,000 Hz, which means the mouse reports its position to the computer 4,000 times per second, minimizing input lag and providing smoother tracking essential for a player like Something who relies on micro-adjustments during duels. He keeps Windows sensitivity at the default 6 to avoid any OS-level interference, and raw input buffer is enabled in Valorant, bypassing Windows acceleration for direct, unfiltered input from the mouse. Something crosshair settings. Something's crosshair embodies the minimalist philosophy favored by many elite pros: clean, unobtrusive, and highly visible for instinctive head-level alignment. It uses a custom white color, #FFFFFF, for maximum contrast on most maps, with outlines enabled at 0.5 opacity, and 1 thickness to provide a subtle black border that prevents the reticle from blending into bright or dark backgrounds without overwhelming the center. The center dot is turned off to keep the crosshair gap open for better enemy outline visibility during close-range engagements. For inner lines, the core of his aiming aid, they are fully enabled with opacity at 1, fully opaque, length at 4, short and precise, thickness at 1, slim for subtlety, and offset at 1, tightly hugging the center, while movement error and firing error are both off to maintain a static reticle unaffected by strafing or recoil, promoting muscle memory over dynamic feedback. Outer lines are completely disabled, stripping away any extraneous elements to reduce visual noise and enhance focus on the kill zone. Something keybinds settings. Something's keybinds are optimized for fluid ability access and movement, tailored to a duelist's need for quick utility deployment and peaks. Walk is bound to left shift for silent flanks, crouch to left alt for low profile slides, jump to both spacebar and mouse will down for spam jumping versatility. Use equip object defaults to F. Weapon swaps are standard primary on 1, secondary on 2, melee on 3, spike on 4. Abilities follow an intuitive Q, E, C, X cluster. Ability 2 on Q, ability 3 on E, ability 1 on C, ideal for quick flashes or satchels, and ultimate on X position for pinky/ring finger rolls without compromising aim hand stability. Something map settings. Central to Something's IGL prowess are his minimap settings. optimized for comprehensive situational awareness without overwhelming the HUD. The minimap rotates dynamically with player-facing rotate, uses fixed orientation based on side for intuitive navigation regardless of spawn, and keeps the player icon off-center off to maximize visible map real estate. Size is scaled to 1.2 for enlarged detail, zoom fixed at 1 for balanced overview, vision cones enabled on to reveal enemy lines of sight, and map region names always displayed always for rapid landmark identification. These choices empower him to call rotations, track utilities, and predict flanks on every map from Bind's tight corners to Icebox's verticality, giving PRX a strategic edge in fast-paced Pacific metas. Something video settings. In the general video settings category, Something runs Valorant at a native 1920 by 1080 resolution with a standard 16:9 aspect ratio, utilizing the letterbox aspect ratio method to avoid any stretching or distortion that could impair aim precision. He sets the display mode to full screen for optimal performance and immersion, eliminating distractions from desktop elements. This setup pairs seamlessly with his high refresh rate monitor, where the in-game refresh rate is configured to 400 Hz to capitalize on modern hardware capabilities, delivering buttery smooth motion clarity essential for tracking flick shots and peaks. Diving deeper into the graphics quality settings, Something enables multi-threaded rendering, to leverage multi-core CPUs for better frame pacing and higher FPS yields. All visual fidelity options are dialed down to low for material quality, texture quality, detail quality, and UI quality, stripping away unnecessary environmental details that could cause stuttering or obscure enemies. Effects like vignette off, VSync off to prevent input lag, anti-aliasing none, anisotropic filtering 1x, improve clarity off, experimental sharpening off, bloom off, distortion off, and cast shadows off, also known as FPP shadows, further ensure a clean, distraction-free view of the battlefield, emphasizing raw performance over aesthetic enhancements. Complementing these in-game tweaks, Something activates NVIDIA Reflex on plus boost to dynamically reduce system latency, a critical feature for NVIDIA GPU users that minimizes the delay between mouse input and on-screen response, giving him an edge in Valorant's fast-paced duels. For accessibility, he customizes the enemy highlight color to yellow, Protanopia, enhancing enemy outline visibility against various map backgrounds without compromising his low-spec setup. Something monitor settings. The crown jewel of Something's setup lies in his Zowie monitor's on-screen display settings, which are finely tuned for FPS dominance and available via a downloadable profile zip file shared through pyrosettings.net. He runs dynamic accuracy off to prioritize raw speed over blur reduction in fast-paced Valorant duels. Black equalizer at 13 for superior visibility in dark corners without washing out bright areas. Color vibrance at 10 for enhanced enemy outlining. Recent Zowie interviews confirm he toggles between 9 to 10 depending on the day, and low blue light at 0 to maintain natural colors. Additional tweaks include picture mode, FPS 2, brightness 73, contrast 50, sharpness 6, gamma 3, color temperature, user-defined, red 88, green 90, blue 100 for a slightly cool tint favoring blue hues in smokes and shadows, and AMA high for the sharpest pixel response. These settings, verified via his Twitch commands and tournament footage, create a balanced image that's neither too dark nor overly bright, ideal for PRX's aggressive sight executes. Something gears. Something's gaming gear is tailored for competitive Valorant, focusing on lightweight, responsive equipment to support his fast-paced duelist role. He uses the Lamzu Maya X White Mouse, which features a PW3950 sensor with a maximum DPI of 30,000, an 8,000 Hz polling rate capability, optical switches, and a wireless connection for unrestricted movement. The mouse is ambidextrous, measures 12.4 centimeters in length, 4.0 centimeters in height, and 5.7 centimeters in width, and weighs just 47 grams for effortless flicks and tracking. For his keyboard, he opts for the wooting 80 Hefrost, a tankuless TKL form factor with Lecker switches, hot swappable PCB, and RGB lighting. Dimensions of 34.6 centimeters width, 14.2 centimeters length, and 2.84 centimeters height, allowing for rapid inputs and customizable actuation points ideal for abilities and movement in Valorant. His headset is the HyperX Cloud 3, a closed-back wired model with a detachable microphone and no noise canceling, providing clear audio for team communications and in-game sound cues like footsteps. Completing the setup is the Pulsar ES Saturn Pro Black Mousepad, a 50 cm x 50 cm cloth surface with 4 mm thickness, stitched edges, and a control-oriented glide that balances speed and stopping power for precise aiming. Additionally, his monitor is the Zowie accel 2546K, a 24.5-inch TN panel with 1920 by 1080 resolution, 16:9 aspect ratio, 240 Hz refresh rate, and no adaptive sync technologies, optimized for esports with minimal input lag.